Hello and welcome to another set of turns here of Dominions 5. I am the False God. We are playing as Pangea today. We are locked in conflict with Team Blood, although currently it looks like it's favoring us. We'll have to hope it stays that way. We get another magic Owl Quill from Ubar. We finished Conjuration 5, so that gives us access to Howl, which is big. Small Blood economy sort of trickling in. Let's see if we have any big battles. No. 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 Our Raider getting it in there. This is us. We moved on to Xibalba's Fortress, but as you can see, there's nothing here. Just PD. This one, Battle in Mictlan. Worth at least clicking on in the dark. No, just PD. We can see these dragons are kind of cool, and these big scorpions. I'm not too sure what those are about, but very neat. We raid easily. Raids. We get raided here, and this one hurts a little bit, I think. We've got a bunch of Horde of Skeletons coming out from the opposition, and we have like 20 Centaur. They take care of the beast bats easily enough. But this is a lot of skeletons. And we have a priest here who can help. How are we doing on fatigue over here? 95, although they have the Anarchy is only at 65. We are fading and we are retreating. I think that this is winnable maybe if we have a different script. Like if we have two chunks and have everybody on attack rear, maybe we get around the Long Dead. Alternatively, another 20 Centaur is probably more than enough. So that's unfortunate. Let me see. We lost, 21 Centaur hurts. Not cheap. Greathawks fail to kill some 6 PD. Classic Greathawks. Raiding some gem. 16 water gems. Whoa, that's a lot of water gems. What is this? The Trogs. This is the second time Ubar's been attacked by Trogs, and the first time cost him his, well, I guess it's not a pretender god, but his disciple. They do rout, but they stay on the field. And the leader's not dead, so I think that they still will have to fight him next time. Our Harpy gets patrolled out. So. Okay. So we are going to storm this. Shouldn't be too difficult. Honestly, it's the same sort of stuff. We're all in the back to try and make sure we catch any bats. We're holding attack, and we've got plenty of people guarding commander, people attacking flyers. This shouldn't be like this. I should put these Menaids somewhere else so that these guys can be not undisciplined, but whoops. So, plenty of troops. In terms of spells, we're doing some blessing. Wooden Warriors is going out. Iron Skin, this guy's just a little caster. Moss Body and Swarm. Lots of Swarm. The Flyers will help a lot get to their backline. Strength of Giants. And some more Swarm. So a lot of Swarm. They are going to be drowned in bugs. Which works just nicely for us. So we'll see what they have access to here. Unfortunately, we of course don't have the ability to climb walls. So unless we could consider like leaving this, right? And like attacking and having our guys try and pull them all out of the fort. But I don't know. At this point, if I was in a one-on-one, I might do that. Because there is, if I'm not being attacked by somebody else, right, it's worth my time to get those mages. My concern, and why I'm not doing it here, is that I need to finish this fight so that I can go and back up my teammates in that war. You can see Xibalba's not looking much like Xibalba. We're going to try and take these. We don't have anybody in position to take this, which is unfortunate. So be it. We're building up some more centaurs, and we'll try and catch this group out with another little centaur army. So pretty straightforward from us. We didn't see a ton of movement elsewhere either. Sorrow raids in, but so does Satis, and so does Sorrow. Yeah, just a little bit of back and forth. Satis got 100 units here and 50 units here. These are both capable of raiding. Well, this one's obviously in a fort. This group is potentially a little bit at risk. I doubt it's large enough. Yeah, just the one mage. You know, if they run into, I think, like this group, they will die. So they need to probably, you know, go down here, go down here. You can see we didn't fully communicate because, like, this guy attacked this province and so did Satis. So we're not 100% communicating as much as we might hope. This is besieged by Ubar, although I don't remember what's on it. Just a couple of Jin. We're taking out their PD. This guy have gear? No gear. Oh, it's two of them. And this guy does it. Ah, we made that gear. I recognize that stuff. Looks like we lost one. Oops, no. Scratos Hills? No, maybe he just retreated. So that one's not recruiting anything this turn. Down in Mictlan did manage to hold on to these two. But they're not pulling income. Their capital is now under siege, so they're not pulling income from anything. The Trogs have taken over our throne fortress, but so be it. I think that there are enchantresses here, which I don't know if I mentioned before. Another huge unit for Ubar, who I don't think has any generic access to nature or water. And so this is going to give a ton of cross paths that he does not normally have access to, as well as giving some gems. So his good luck there continues. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else really cool in here that we haven't already covered. It's tough because I can't use like F1 and see all the sites. Yeah, I think we covered all this cool stuff. So yeah, so Mictlan's just about dead. Yeah. I mean, there's no real units here. We failed with like birds. So I don't expect that to last. So it really just still depends on if there's anything here in Mictlan that can stand against Ubar's army. And after getting picked apart by his Shaitan, I really doubt there is. So Mictlan War looks pretty done. And maybe that's an argument in favor of me spending more time over here trying to steal mages. Because Ubar's going to be able to reinforce Satis against Sorrow. So maybe I had more time to do that. But I could also try and go and steal Sorrow's mages. So, I don't know. It maybe is an imperfection. But that's what my thought process was, is trying to close out this war. We also were a little bit worried. So there's still... This nation appears to be getting kind of out of control. They've eaten a lot of Yomi. Agartha's looking big. Fomoria's their buddy. We have a nap with them, but we don't want to we don't want to wait forever in case we have to fight them. They've got a scary bless, etc. So which does make us want to wait, but just one of those bits where we don't want to, you don't want to spend forever in a war, right? You do want to close up your wars, even if potentially you lose a little bit of potential for stealing mages. And the mages aren't free, right? We can lose dryads, we can lose gear, we have to use gems, so yeah, I don't know. It's probably close. But anyway, yeah, not that much going on this turn. We're sort of just taking all their stuff. From a recruitment perspective, I think we're just on mages mostly, and a handful of white centaur. We just don't have, we're using about half of our income every turn on upkeep already. So, pretty expensive. But let's go ahead and jump into 34. We'll see if there's any more cool battles in 34. I don't remember what is in Zib's Zib's cap here? Guess we'll find out. More magic quills. Where the moon goes. Some blood hunting. Okay. Let's check out. We get raided. Horde of skeletons coming out. And another one. Couple of different mages here. Well, this guy's pretty lucky he didn't get whacked by an arrow. But alas, he does not. So they raid us successfully there. Pretty scary little group of Sorrow units over here. Killing some Satis PD. We get raided by a big group. We get raided again by a bigger group. Some Jin raids Sorrow. We raid Zabalba. We raid Zabalba. Satis raids. Raids. A lot of raids. All right, let's check out the battle at the fortress. Maybe there's something in here. Because I don't think we ever saw it fly out, but it did. There's nothing in here. Everything that was here just immediately gets crushed. I don't even think we triggered gems. Yeah, we didn't. So, we lost a Maenad. Let's see. Maybe Mictlan, though, could have a better fight. Okay, here we go. Mictlan actually has some stuff going on, at least. So we've got 2 on our side of these Ifrit Sultans. They are nicely geared. Frostbrand's horror helmets, so they look like they're going to be trying to jump in. Black steel plate. A lot of our Jin Warrior mixed in with our Jin Emir, Marcus. Fred with some weird gear. Well, not weird. 2 main Gauss repairing. He's going to have crazy high defense. Brazen Guard and some dragons in the front. And there's another Ifrit down there. I don't see what spells we're casting over there yet. Over here, we've got an Aussie, some Eagles, a lot of Blood Slaves, and whatever's left of Mictlan's mages. So far, we can see summon imps on the menu. A lot of Blessing, Lesser Water Elemental. So we jump on the back pretty fast. Blood Burst. I wonder if that's... There's some imps. Yeah, a bunch of imps coming out. I wonder if Blood Burst is scripted or if it's just unscripted behavior. Because I see a lot of imps and a lot of Blood Burst. I mean, if you make enough imps, we could be a little sad. I don't think that imps are going to be enough, though, to get through these units. But so far, the mages have been relatively well protected, hiding in the middle here. This guy undead. The King of Legends. I guess that's a hero. That's neat. He's getting hit with a lot of arrows. Looks like they've retreated over there. Yeah, they've broken through the walls. Yeah, the imps appear to all be gone. Now it's just down to the mages. And there they go. We can watch it again real quick from Ubar's perspective. And see if... I don't think he did much in the way of battlefield magic. I think it's just some self-buffs on his guys. Mistform, Fire Shield, Iron Skin. Oh, I missed Rain going up. Oops. It's going to make these Fire Shields hurt a little more. But luckily we weren't really relying on big fire magic to begin with. Just the little self-buffs, which don't have too much of a cost. Yeah, and then the Raincaster dies. You know, the Flyers don't last very long. Yeah. So all told, Ubar lost a Fire Drake, 2 Guardians of the Forbidden Chambers, 1 Ifrit Warrior, and a Jin. 2 Jin. And in return killed the rest of Mictlan. Rest of Mictlan's troops, anyway. We got some air gems. So, let's focus on us first, because, you know, I'm the one recording. So we go ahead and we win our battle here. We're going to move up, and we're going to look to take out their last fortress. This is what I should have been happening to us all along, right? This is going to be, more annoying to deal with. They have more mobility than us. They're they have the ability to reconvene. So it's not like we can say, okay, each one of these has strength X, and I'm gonna, make a force that kills strength X and send it all over, because that's relative. That's going to be a relatively sizable investment for us, for at least some of these. And he has the ability to obviously concentrate on a particular spot with all of them as he wants to. And then, our ability to beat him is low, and we put in a sizable investment that then dies. So it's going to be a little bit tough for us to really sort of deal with all of this super effectively. Now, once this goes under siege, he's not going to have any income left, so all the bats will rout, or not rout, but desert. We can try and lay traps to try and seduce him. I don't think we're doing yet, but we will do eventually, and we will try and move out some small groups to try and take stuff back as well. So this is, he's hurting us a little bit, right? It's annoying. Ultimately, this is the kind of thing he needed to do a lot earlier, and if he could do something like this in conjunction with like a Sorrow stack moving, we could have been in real trouble. But instead, he's lost all of his home territory. Except this fort, which is going to go soon. And so it's sort of just a little bit too late. I think this is what was needed, but earlier. There's also... There is a mysterious cult going on here, which we need to watch out for. And we're definitely keeping an eye on. Here, again, Satis and I... not on the same page, and we attack the same province. So I'm trying to get farther away on my next hit. Satis is back under siege here by that force we saw earlier. He's got plenty he could fight with, depending on what's in the fort and how many mages he can bring. A lot of long dead, a lot of archers, a lot of city guard, or whatever they are, heavy infantry. And then Ubar's Mictlan is pretty much done for. The capital's fallen. They have 2 provinces left. So Mictlan looks like they'll be the first from Team Blood to exit the game, and I believe the second team overall. Because only Mubi is dead so far, Baratos. So, score graphs, we can see we're down a little bit this turn, right? We took a fort, but we lost several provinces. So we're down a little on provinces. Ubar is the same, Satis just a little flat. We do get the little bump up in fort though. Ubar's income's going crazy. Their gem income is going really crazy. We are falling behind in research. So that part's unfortunate. We just don't have the tools to research as fast as they do. Or the income for it. Maybe I have too many pans and not enough researchers. That is very possible. I haven't really played a nation that has, sort of recruit anywhere big mages like the pan, especially ones that aren't sacred. And I've recruited a pretty good number of them. So it's very possible. We're not even recruiting any mages really this turn because we can't afford them. But it's very possible that I over-recruited pans and as such don't have as good of research as I could. I am willing to believe that. We're sending out fire gems to Ubar. I think he's starting to get Lightless Lantern production going, so we definitely want to be part of that. And we're not spending the fire gems on anything, so happy enough to give those away. But yeah, so the war at this point looks fairly won. We've just got one more fort to take down for Xibalba, and then to catch their raiders, who will get sort of slowly whittled away as the fighting goes. Sorrow still has most of their territory. They've got, scary sacreds, etc. But they did have that fight where they lost 70 of their cap-only sacred. So they're still strong, but I think that their best is behind them. And they certainly aren't going to be strong enough to fight 3 players, as Mictlan is absolutely on their way right out the door. What's also interesting, I don't know the exact diplomacy of it. I know the other nations are all sort of at war, but even at war, usually you try and find time to pick off, something. We have not seen any vulturing from anybody into these territories, which I think is pretty unusual. Usually people try and get at least a little bit of it done. So that's interesting. But yeah, a little bit of a shorter episode. I think we're winding this war down, and then we're gonna look probably maybe next episode or the one after. We're gonna look into what we're gonna do going forwards, how we're gonna try and convert this large amount of territory we've acquired into a win or into the next war. So thanks everybody for joining me. I will see you all in the next one, and have a nice day.